guys, welcome to my SK versus Fnatic VOD review. SK's actually been on the up and up. They got a new coach in Broken Shard, and Selfmade's been doing really great. I haven't kept up on Fnatic that much, but Fnatic went from World Finals to going like 0-4 or 0-5, so that was a yikers. And yeah, like I'm pretty excited to see how these teams match up. I've been trying to watch more EU games because LEC actually clearly better than LCS this year. Damn, maybe I never saw Europe as being better because I always coached. And when I was coaching, I never wanted to be like, oh, Europe is better than NA. But from like a neutral perspective, where I mean, I am still definitely NA biased, but not really invested into a team. It's pretty clear to see this year LEC better than LCS. Anyways, let's see how the game is. Let's go to the draft. Okay. Whoa, All-Star ban already from Fnatic. So why the All-Star ban is significant is because usually the 3 bans are Urgot, Lucian, Cassiopeia. And the fact that you ban All-Star means you're letting one of the OPs through. So let's see what the OP that is going to be through. Cannon! So both... Whoa, 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 whoa! Holy shit. Wait, what the fuck? So... they let both Cassio and Urgot through. And they drafted Karthus. Take Cassio, Urgot here, and draft over. And then game over. Draft over. Wow, this would never fucking happen in NA or Korea. You let both Cassio, Urgot through, and the team first picks Karthus? What the fuck does Fnatic pick? They pick Cassio and Urgot, right? Take Cassio, Urgot, draft over. No! Don't blind pick Kai'Sa. Okay, you take Urgot. Now take Cassio. Fnatic can't flex Cassio. Cassio not a priority. Okay, so they're like TL, only Cassio mid. Oh man, just put the work into being able to play Cassio. I feel like it's such an important pick in the meta right now. Wow, does SK not take Cassio also? No way. But Sion into Urgot is pretty typical. Oh, holy shit. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'll talk about a few things. A few things that's good, a few things that's bad. I think Karthus Sion pairing actually really bad. Sion is almost exclusively a teamfight champion, and Karthus is a 1-3-1 jungler. While it can work, when you do it in combination of Israel, oh, this comp becomes so messy. But I will say, I'm not sure what I would have done into Urgot other than a Sion. Sion is the best thing into Urgot. I can't think of anything else. Yeah, Sion into Urgot is the most standard. It gives you a 50-50 lane. You're fine in teamfight, but I don't like the pairing of Karthus with Sion with Israel. This draft is kind of yucky. I like good cohesive drafts that have like clear win conditions and you know what you're going to do as a team. Looks like Fnatic going for more of comfort with Tristana. You don't really see a lot of Tristanas. Pyke ban, pretty interesting. I don't think Pyke Israel would be the greatest thing into Bromtris, but maybe Dreams is a really good Pyke. Elise ban, that's more of a target ban towards Broxa. And then Lissandra, that's just clearing out good blind picks, but I don't even think Lissandra is a great blind pick anymore. There's so many counters. And also you have Cassiopeia up. You can't blind pick Liss with Cassio up. Alright, what do you take, Fnatic? What do you take? Probably jungle here. Yeah, jungle here and mid lane last pick. Thresh into Braum? Oh, that's kind of okay. I would prefer All-Star. Okay, All-Star's banned. Never mind. Syndra blind. Whoa, whoa, no. No, 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 no. No, don't take Galio versus Syndra. Cassidy. Oof. Fnatic has no prio except for top lane. Fnatic has a very, very strong chance they get run over early game. While Cassidy is a counter to AP mages, you need to hit level 16 for it to actually really start mattering. And earlier on, you have a lot of priority problems in pro level games. And obviously this is a pro level game. Doesn't Trist have prio? No, Trist versus Thresh Israel is not going to be able to get prio. I might be overrating Cassio this patch. Cassio definitely is weaker on 9.3 than she is on 9.2. But the amount of priority she provides bot lane, I think... Oh wait, is that Noah Winston being a ref? We'll have to see more Cassiopeia. I still think due to the ability to be flex and give you priority bot lane, Cassio is a really strong pick. And one thing that a lot of teams are struggling with nowadays is blind picking champions, right? Other than Urgot, what's a good blind pick? Like Urgot is a great blind pick. Other than that, there aren't that many great blind picks. Like people usually take flex picks early, like Jace or Silas. So I think Cassiopeia solves also that problem, being able to blind pick a champion that can go 2 lanes and also provide you priority. Man, if Fnatic doesn't get run over early game though, Tristana and Cassidy, when they do come online, they're gonna fucking destroy things. Oh my... Wait, how did that even happen? What the fuck? Oh, Israel walked up, took a Braum Q, and Tristana just jumped on her. Walked up, took a Braum Q, Tristana jumped on her. Okay. Yikes. Damn, burning flash like that for Israel level 1 is really bad. So another reason why Israel can get priority on Trist is whenever Israel's play the early few levels to actually... What the fuck? Wait a minute. Dude, let's slow this down a bit. What the fuck are they doing? Q flash? Let's say this Q hits. What next? Nothing. Even if this Q hits, like, it's hard for Fnatic to play aggro there. On top of cannon minions, Dream still has Ignite. Like, that was a troll ass flash. Even if that Q hit, that would have done nothing. Wow, Fnatic bot lane. I mean, Fnatic bot lane was never, I guess, like, known for like very top tier laning. They were a very smart bot lane, and Hillsong was really great at roams along with Broxa. But this is just like level of play being garbage. It's not even decision making. I have respect for Fnatic and to their bot lane for what they accomplished, but it's just really fucking weird. Like, this was a few months ago where this team was at World Finals and they're fucking up like just basic laning stuff. Really good to see Israel buy Sheen instead of Tier. When you buy Tier for your first back, then you give up the lane completely. By buying Sheen, you can actually play for prio. Israel just messed up level 1 and they never got prio since. If the Israel is good, you can get prio just by queuing the wave and playing to push and hitting level 2 first. Thresh is a range champion. Like, there's just so many things that Israel can do to get prio and maintain prio versus Tristana and a melee champion, but he didn't do any of that. Oh man. Never do this as a bot lane, guys. Never ever fucking do this. right here, hitting turrets, one of the worst things you can do. Literally one of the worst things you can do. Like, the risk versus reward for hitting turret is, maybe you can get a plating if you hit the turret enough, but the risk is both of you fuckers die. And they're taking the risk of hitting turret here to maybe get a plating to potentially give up ganks like this. Just disappointed by level of play from both teams. He greeted for Kleptoprox and not turret. I mean, playing it that far up itself is just fucking bad. Just bot lane play from both teams were absolute garbo. Yikes. Yikey yikes. Oh, I did forget webcam. Thanks for the reminder. I think if Dream's actually positioned for Lantern, it's okay. It's okay, but you have to account teleport, you have to account you have Karthus who's jungling away from you. It's just a really, really shitty... Like, the risk that you take versus the reward is really, really incorrectly... Incorrect. Like, just the risk versus reward for that play is really bad. That's what I'm saying. You should only do that play when you know it's 100% safe, because if you calculate something wrong, the risk is both of you guys dying. Something you have to think about it a lot before you hit bot lane turrets. It's different from hitting mid lane turrets. You can escape both sides. You're not committed that too far deep. I don't watch a lot of SK games, so maybe it's pretty umptuous, but it's really weird to see them put Selfmade on Karthus instead of the playmaking jungler. It was kind of like how I felt about who is it? Jankos being on Karthus a lot, because I was like, Jankos was never like a control type of farm kind of player. It was weird to see him on Karthus, but turns out he had really good pathing and he could do well with Karthus. When you play Karthus, you enable your solo laners more so than you're playing greedily for yourself. And why are you picking Karthus and then taking Sion? Like, who are you enabling? Well, they randomly lane swap because Israel went topside. Middle of the game lane swap. Well, early game went for Fnatic. That's really good. They might actually be even able to pressure for first turret. But early game going this well, Tristana being able to farm up, Kassadin being able to farm up is so good for Fnatic. That's pretty much the one thing they wanted. Just give us good early game, please. SK got Herald before 14 minutes and able to use Herald to get multiple plating, really good. And that's also a huge problem with Kassadin. If you lose your mid turret as Kassadin, it's so much harder to actually farm, and it's so much harder to maintain a good, good territory on the map. It's going to be super crucial for Fnatic to defend that first mid turret. I would love to see them, take this top turret, they got the first turret, and swap Kassadin out of mid lane and put Tristana and Braum there and give Kassadin a safe lane to farm with teleport. I really want to see them put Kassadin in a side lane where it's safe for Kassadin to farm and put Trist and Braum mid. Kassadin being mid long term isn't going to work out that well in terms of him losing turret, in terms of him getting pressured. Whipple playing a little bit aggressive. Getting caught out and dying. SK's next prio 100% should be get priority in side lanes and then use it to destroy mid lane. Push up side, come mid. Push up side, come mid. Getting this turret's really good, but they really want that first mid turret. It puts Kassadin in such an awkward spot, taking the turret on him. It looks like they're not playing for it that much. I would love to see Israel move over. I would love to see Sion kind of ult mid and play for that mid prio and being able to actually take the turret. Kassadin getting to chill here with Aroa, just farming up, not being forced off to a side lane is really good for Cass. I said you needed to put Tristan in mid, but if SK is not going to pressure the Kassadin, then Kassadin's more than fine to be mid lane. Yeah, they're not pressuring the Kassadin that much. Oh, he's so happy, just farming. SK, this is not how you play versus Kassadin. Take the mid turret on him. Pressure the Kassadin. Pressure. Take the mid turret. Thank you. This play should have been done so much earlier. You guys let him get free farm for such a long time. Gilioto will definitely invite you to listen Loco. 100%. That's a promise. Before the season ends, I'll definitely invite you. We're full for this week. Next week, actually, so we're trying to do one European guest, one NA guest, and sometimes a Korean episode, sometimes a China episode. So next week actually is pretty good. I feel like Kassadin got way too free of a game so far. And SK Snowball is pretty slow. Oh, man, bot lane opened up so much opportunities for Fnatic because when Israel and Thresh died there and Reckless got to push in, swap, and take top turret, it made the game not so much about how can we abuse the Kassadin, it became about how can we stop this Tristana Braum split push. And that's like the super problematic thing. Like not being able to stop the Tristana split push, not being able to stop Tristana from further accelerating the game. Like that's a huge problem. Like how do they deal with Kassadin and Triss later? Also, Karthus, he has one weakness. Karthus has a huge problem in teamfights when you play versus knockback champions. So stuff like Janna and stuff like Tristana, obviously, who has a knockback. Because main point of Karthus is get in the middle of people, do a lot of damage, and die, and then do a lot of damage again. But Tristana can actually deny a lot of that by being able to ult away the Karthus. When you ult away the Karthus, he can't do damage, he's in an awkward position to die. It's the one gameplay tool that Karthus really struggles versus knockbacks and big shields, like Karma shields. Of course, nowadays you can't pick Janna into Karthus. One, it's really hard to pick range supports, and two, I mean, if you pick Janna into Karthus, like Karthus gets so fed nowadays with Dark Harvest. Dark Harvest changed the game for Karthus. There used to be, like, Dark Harvest wasn't a thing before, so you could pick Janna, and you could build MR, and you could be fine, but Dark Harvest, and also AP supports just being much weaker. Karthus has one weakness. Women with big thighs. Fnatic should give up this dragon. They shouldn't fight for it. They should spread out, farm much as possible. They're so close to Karthus win condition, or Kassadin win condition being activated. Tristana 3 item, Kassadin level 16. They're waiting for it. If Fnatic fights right now before Kassadin level 16 and they lose a fight and they give up Baron, oh my god, it's so tragic. I think it was a decent call to give up Inferno there. They're so close to their win condition. Kassadin's just praying to the gods, please don't let my team fight. Please don't let my team fight before level 16. He's almost there. He's 14. He's 15. One more level. There are certain champions that I think really benefit from level 3 ult. I mean, Cassidon infamously is the most well-known one. I actually think Silas is a huge one too, because Silas getting level 3 ult cuts the ultimate cooldown so much. They're like, don't start Baron! Let me get level 16! Nemesis is praying, let me get level 16, not right now! No! Illisan, no! He's just keep delaying. What the fuck? Oh, they could have delayed this a little bit more. Why are they even going from here? Go from mid lane. Guys, these paths are narrow. These are narrow pathing. Don't go from narrow pathing. Go from wide pathing. Go from wide open areas. No, they were so close. Gaston is almost level 16. He's on turret. I don't get why they went from here. Go from the wide pathing. This is so stupid. Why are they not going through mid? Why are they not going through mid? Why'd you go through the narrow choke? Oh, Reckless, why'd you jump in? And you know what the fucked up thing is? Nemesis gets blamed. Whenever I read Reddit or see Twitter, it's like, oh, if Cass was still here, this shit would never happen. Nemesis is like, guys, I'm almost level 16. Don't fight this Baron. Or go through the wide way. Why are you guys going through the narrow chokes? Just go through the wide mid lane choke. Oh, this game's so tilting. I feel so much for Nemesis. The entire game, he's like, I need to scale to level 16. I need to scale to level 16. Reckless needs 3 items. Reckless needs 3 items. They're like 30 seconds before him hitting level 16, and they're like, we're gonna go throw the game. Oh. Oh, this is so sad to watch. Lose inhibitor before the level. Oh my god. You were so close. You were so close. You were so fucking close. They were so close. Did you guys see that though? Like the whole game I'm explaining to you guys, Fnatic is doing a good job of holding. They just need to hit level 16, and then after they hit level 16, they can take the fight. Oh, they're starting Baron. They need to go through the wide choke. This Cassidon pick feels so useless. He can't get into fights. Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? I think the Cassidon pick was kind of bad, but they did a good job of scaling with it. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. This is how this game ends? Where's the justice in this world? Guess who got MVP this game? Hillsong for SK Gaming by allowing them to get the Baron fight before Cassidon gets level 16. Oh my god. Where's the justice in this world for Nemesis? Oh my god, Nemesis, I'd be fucking down too. I'd be fake palming too. Ah! Ah! This is so sad for Fnatic. This is so sad for Nemesis. They were so fucking close. Let's go back. Oh, let's go back to where my heart broke for Fnatic. Okay, guys, obviously, when you go through this wide area, it's a lot easier than going through narrow chokes. Like, you want to go through wide areas. How did this Baron play even happen? They need to keep pushing mid and never allow them to... Like, why are you in your jungle instead of mid lane? Bro, this is so confusing. Stay mid. Don't give up Baron. Your win condition's almost activated. Tristana 3 item, cast them level 3. Why are we going to the brush? Why? Go back mid and push mid. Go back mid, push mid. Good spots that Kassadin can TP to. Everyone should be mid. All 4 of you fuckers, move mid. Why? Kassadin's almost level 16. Why do you want to lose so badly? Why are you walking into Syndra and a Thresh? Reckless explains it on YouTube. What does he say? What does he say on YouTube? What could he possibly say? We forgot how to play League of Legends? Are you sure we want to be a Kassadin R'ing into a Syndra, Karthus, and Thresh? You'll probably either kill Syndra or Karthus, but you'll probably get CC'd and killed by the dead Karthus. Seems like a pretty bad situation in these not Nemesis' fault. First of all, Kassadin doesn't need to be the one going in first, and you don't have to get a melee range to do damage as a Kassadin. What you do is you go R, EQ, you go R, EQ, until you can commit, and then you R, and then you can Zhonya's too. Like, none of their champions have point and click stuns. None of their champions are like, we look at you and we can CC you. They're all skill shots. Syndra is a skill shot, Thresh is a skill shot, Sion has to build it up. Like, how do you get CC as a Kassadin? Please, guys. Okay, let's go watch what Reckless said.
Well, maybe just play more early game focus. I'm not sure exactly how I can play more early game focus than taking enemy AD flash level 1.
Agreed.
But if you mean as a team, then
early game focus, Reckless. Honestly though, you drafted Tristana. Don't talk to me about early game focus. You drafted Tristana and the enemy AD played like an idiot. Don't talk to me about early game focus. You drafted Tristana and Kassadin. You are definitely not early game focus when you're drafting Tristana Kassadin.
I guess. But it's not up to me, even though I do agree with you.
Okay. You agree! You're not early game focused!
Our 4-5 draft today wasn't that great.
Yes, I
agree. 3 was pretty pog. We got Tristana wrong.
Okay, he's like, it's pretty pog, we got Tristana. I agree with you, 4-5 was bad. I think Lee was okay, 5 was bad. Kassadin was bad. But Tristana isn't like...
in solid matchups. So... not so sure. But I could have done more. I could have not into that Nash. I agree.
No!
That's really stupid.
It's not even... you went the wrong way! You need to go mid lane!
But in terms of more early game focus from my side, I'm not exactly sure what you mean. What you probably mean for the team. And as I said, I agree with you. 4-5 draft wasn't that great today. I think we kind of had that plan though with the vision, but only me and Hilly were ready. Like this brush where it looked like we were both inting, but the call was to contest. And I think if we all committed to the cost, then we were probably one-shot Syndra.
Everyone, let's walk into Thresh and Syndra. Reckless, you know that can't be right. You have level 16 Kassadin. Why don't you guys want to push up mid lane and wait for the Kassadin to TP? Oh man, they actually thought they should be engaging there. Wait for level 16 Kassadin and push up through mid. Not walk into choke versus Syndra and Thresh. Oh no. Oh shit. And also, why are you trying to kill Syndra? They have a Thresh.
Or at least
they could have lanterned.
Made it look better than it did. I feel like we're really off there. With pretty much everything we're doing. But I shouldn't in the way I play the game. Like just because someone else says we should contest this, I shouldn't just take it for granted that
you should say go mid! Go mid!
Down, you know?
You should say go mid!
I should think for myself first, and
Say go
obviously
mid.
jumping in there wasn't a good choice. So that one is on me. I think static shift would be better because I thought your team missed way clear. Well, I had mid prio the entire game, so static shift wouldn't have made a difference. Sorry for my English.
If you had mid prio, just stay mid. Don't. No.
I cannot give you any insight on other people's champion choices. I can only give you insight on my own, which is what I said last week as well.
Why didn't you guys push mid?
So if you have questions about the team or the draft that aren't related to me, you should probably not ask me, because I feel like I can't give you anything good.
Just go mid.
I can only give you a PR answer, and I know no one is interested in those. But long story short, for my own game at least, I thought I got pretty much what I wanted. Took his splash level 1, set up a play for my team, level 5, got a double kill, managed to take quite a lot of plays for 14, had pressure pretty much the entire game, inted once here, and then everything else was fine, I guess.
Wow, none of them are talking about level 16 Cassidy and not going through mid. Did they realize they were like 30 seconds away from level 16 Cassidy?
So I'm not really sure what to take away from that game. I thought I played a pretty decent game, other than the int, of course. Maybe I should have tried to split push more, because I was really strong. And I felt like once I started going mid, I couldn't do more than just push my wave and take camp / vision. And when you are the one who's fed, I feel like you need to do more for your team than those 3 things.
Well, there's a huge problem, because as a coach, if I drafted Cassidy and Tristana, I would be like, our goal is to scale until these power spikes on these champions, and then we're gonna actively look for fights. Like, that should have been their goal. That should have been super 100% clear.
Choice of those 3 things. So maybe I could have gone silent more. Tried to be more of a split pusher.
No, that's not the problem. Whoa.
Pain in their ass, basically. But other than that, I'm not so sure. I shouldn't be here.
Yikes.
Reckless special level 1. Step 1, start W. Step 2, press W. Thanks, Jocelyn. Yeah, we planned that beforehand. I know I've mentioned it a couple of times on stream, and it worked wonders. I'm kind of sad though that we didn't get more other than a double kill from it, even though that's a lot already. Because if I were to touch on someone else's champion choice or someone else's choice in general about how they do things, then I'll be very, very toxic towards my team and my teammates, and I don't want to be that. So I'm fine with having questions related to myself and my own pick, but when it comes to everyone else, I don't think I should be saying anything. So if I come off a little bit cold when you ask me questions like that, then
I actually 100% agree with Reckless there. He should not talk about his other team stuff. But man, I can't believe no one talked about this part on their whole team. Also, people that are saying Reckless is boosted, fuck you. I think Reckless is a good player. Reckless is one of the most accomplished players in League of Legends. You can't get boosted into World Finals. You can't get boosted into multiple LCS wins. You can't get... Say Reckless won 1 championship and he had God tier teammates. He won one, let's say he won 1 championship and he had God tier teammates. Then he might have gotten boosted. He's won multiple championships with multiple different rosters. Multiple different championships with multiple different rosters. How can he be boosted?